I am a timeliner. I've always thought sequentially. So I think ultimately that was probably where it started with me, like, just trying to piece together the day. The biggest part of what we have in the Scott office is a timeline of December 24th. That kind of takes over one wall. On the board, we just have a very, very small representation of some of the cards that we've received over the years. And that kind of support is one of the things that's really kept our family going. One of the other reasons that room exists is also it really helped us compartmentalize this, because it can take over your life. After the trial, when I sat down to kind of piece together his day, I was actually stunned. I was already stunned that he was convicted on death row, but then I was further stunned at how full his day was, how there was no contradiction in it, and how it could be perceived that he had any time to do criminal activity on this day. And I think the verdict they made was an emotional verdict based on adultery evidence. I think the pile of evidence that showed Scott was an adulterer was used to convict him of murder. We have an innocent brother on death row, so the justice system doesn't always get it right. And we're still in the justice system. We're in the appellate part of the justice system, but this is a much longer path than getting it right the first time in the trial. It's a very long process to overturn a conviction. I think it had an impact on all our health in some way or another, but I actually had a visit scheduled with Scott the day that Jackie passed away. I think her disease progressed at a faster pace than it would have if all of this wouldn't have happened. I think it was a Wednesday that she kind of fell ill, and I was scheduled to leave early the next morning to visit Scott. It was a hard day. All I could remember was when Mark, I think it was in the penalty phase, and we were asking the jury to give him life without parole instead of the death penalty, and Mark was saying, life in prison for the rest of your life is no fun. He goes, there's going to be a day that a guard knocks on your cell and says, Peterson, your mom's dead. And then he's going to come by and knock, knock, knock. Peterson, your dad's dead. And when that day came, it was a hard day. I don't know if you can understand how Lee's holding up unless you understand this injustice. And as much as kids feel it, I don't even know that I can put myself in Lee's shoes as a parent, or in Jackie's shoes as a parent, or in Sharon's shoes as a parent. I just can't even comprehend. Scott needs a new trial, and we need justice for Laci and Connor. It's not justice for them when Scott's sitting on death row. We watched them grow up when they first were dating, and just watch that progression of life of them starting to plan a family, and that's why they moved to Modesto, was to start a family. Everything we've learned the last 15 years has either confirmed Scott's innocence or taken us one step closer to finding out what happened to Laci and Connor. And whoever did this to them is still out there.